Am I the a-hole for taking my son to see a speech therapist? Let me preface this by saying that I love and respect my wife. She is a great partner and mother to our son, and I'm worried that this situation is going to make her leave me. When I was in my 20s, I studied in Australia for a year. I am from the United States. While I was there, I met a fantastic woman who would later move back home with me and become my wife. My wife, let's call her Amy, has a fairly strong accent. It's not something that bothers me, but equally it's not something I'm attracted to. She gets insecure about it sometimes because people comment on it a lot, but I always reassure her that I don't mind. Amy works part-time, and she is at home with our son more than I am. I don't mind working full-time to support my family, but Amy definitely ends up spending more time with him. Unfortunately, because of this, our son has developed an accent that is a combination of a normal American accent and his mother's Australian accent. It's not that I have a problem with it, but I'm worried it will negatively affect him if it's the first thing people notice about him for the rest of his life. A couple of times I have corrected his pronunciation of basic words like tomato, and Amy has taken offense to this before. Recently I decided that the problem was getting out of hand, and I organized to see a speech therapist. Because I was worried about offending Amy, I didn't tell her about this. I told her we were spending time together, doing father and son bonding activities, and she thought this was great. Well, a few weeks into our appointments, my son accidentally let it slip to his mom that we had been seeing a speech therapist. Amy was furious with me and told me she needs a few days away from me to think. I told her she was overreacting, but she was too upset to think straight. And I've been spending the last couple of nights at a friend's house. I honestly do think she is overreacting. Maybe I should have told her that our son's accent was bothering me before I took him to a speech therapist, but I know she would have been upset and said no. All I want is for my son to be able to communicate clearly, and now I'm worried I could actually lose my family over this. Am I the a-hole?